podcast. Today we are at the most beautiful La Parada. It's a place we frequent really often with our fabulous guest today, and we have none other than our baby girl, Mashka Naidu.
Not so baby anymore.
Not so baby anymore. Welcome, Mia.
Thank you.
So we're so happy to have you, and let me tell you, we have asked on our Instagram stories what questions you would like to ask Mashka, and you're quite the popular girl because boy were they questions.
There were so many questions. Last night I was scrolling, I was like, oh my god.
People want to know about you.
Yeah, the
girl.
people are inquisitive.
Yes. Okay, guys, I think we need to do a quick orientation because I am not sure if you know who's the mom and who's the aunt. So one of the questions, Mia, was, do you ever or have you ever gotten confused with Auntie Losh and I?
Honestly, no. The thing is, like, for us, they're so different. Like, they definitely are the same person. They might look a bit similar, but never ever. They are two completely different people in my eyes. So I never get confused. So this is Auntie Losh and this is Mom.
So Mia is the firstborn in our family and the absolute love and joy of all our lives, as firstborns are. And from the time Mia was born, every time Naveen was on call, I stayed at her house and always went there with a bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she did. The wonderful days where you had no other person to spend your money on, so it was all spent on Mia.
Losh literally came with a gift for Mia every time she came, and it was our first girl, so you can imagine little beads, little pearls, and then Erin was next door, so she bought 2 sets of everything.
Oh my goodness.
So Mia truly is the love of my life, as I always say.
We always say her first love.
My first love. And I'm so happy that she is now also my best friend.
Yeah, times 2. Now I have 2.
Absolutely.
So
And guys, our other sister is not here today, so she is definitely having FOMO, but
no,
she has to be on.
She is.
So it's so funny because if anybody knows my younger sister Vash, we love you Vash, she has a complete age identity crisis. So she truly
my God.
believes that she is Vash's twin. They actually even look alike.
Yeah, so Vash is my twin. So we always say Mom and Auntie Losh are twins and Vash is my twin.
With a few decades in between.
With a few
Literally a
decades in between, but we just go with it. We go with it. And also, Grandma and Granddad have adopted me as their other child.
So funny enough, that was one of the questions. Somebody said the three of us and Vash get on so well. Mia is almost like a 4th daughter rather than a grandchild. And that's so true, right?
No, I am. I even made it onto
So we have
the group chat.
We do have a group chat, and the group chat is called JK Rollover, and that stands for Jiva Kale, which is my parents, Resh Losh and Vash. And then suddenly, like 2 weeks ago, Mia?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was on a phone call with Grandma, Granddad, and Vash. And I was like, wait now, why am I on this group chat? So then we added JK Rolova, me,
Exactly.
Mashka, and I was added onto the
She's
group
now
chat.
on the sibling group chat, so she really has.
She has
worked
So I
very
made
hard.
it. Yeah, I made it.
Like, wait, how did Mashka get here? Okay, so let me start off by giving you a backstory. When Mashka was born, 21 years ago, so Mashka's turning 21 on the 23rd of June. The gynae was so excited that Losh and I were twins that for the first time ever, they allowed Prevan to be in the room and Losh to be in the room. So here I was doing all the hard work because I had natural delivery, and the first person that held Mashka was Auntie Losh.
Because she's my first true love.
And here she is holding Mia with all of the
Photos.
getting all the photographs and then giving it to Preb, and then Preb is taking the photographs. Nobody gave me the baby. Also, I must note, both of them, Prevan and Losh, had every single pregnancy symptom that I had.
We did.
Yeah, they were so annoying. Like, I'll say, guys, I have like a pain here. Losh is like, oh my God, me too. Prevan is like, oh my God, me
It's
too.
true.
From sciatica to carpal tunnel to the nausea to everything. All 3 of us had it. So we were joke.
Oh, I can only imagine that delivery room. Oh, I can.
Yeah, and
Circus.
so Mia, when she was younger, has a nickname for me, which she still calls me. What is my name, Mia?
Telo. So sometimes people hear me say Telo and they like get so confused, they don't understand. So when I was younger, I couldn't say Auntie Losh. So I said T from Auntie and Lo from Losh. and it became Tilo.
And it's still Tilo.
And it's still
still
Tilo.
Tilo.
It stayed.
So Mia, you were 3 when you suddenly were presented with 4
Yeah,
siblings.
it went from having one child to
Yes.
having 5
Yes.
in the blink of an eye, and oh my god, the limelight was stolen so quickly
But
from
you
me.
actually adapted like a champ. You
Yeah.
actually never had a problem at
We
all.
never
Mia
did.
took on the role of big sister and Akka as
No, I
everybody
loved
calls
it.
her.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
She loved it and she still loves it, right?
I still love it. I love being the oldest. I don't think I would make it being like the middle or the same age. I love being the oldest and owning it. Yeah, so that's my thing.
Absolutely. She is the bossy boot of our family as well. Let's just say
Yeah, I am.
she rules the roost. Fun fact, all of our kiddos call Mashka Akka, which is big sister in Tamil. So Tushay, Dashya, Dania, Daika, and then Vashi's 2 girls, Atara and Araya. So she's Akka to everybody. And when Tushay joined her in prep, she was in grade 4 and Tushay was in grade 1.
Yeah.
And so we had a debate at home, and Tishay asked her, Akka, can I call you Mashka at school? She was only in grade 4, and she says, no, you have to still call me Akka. So up to now, it is still Akka. It
Yeah.
is. Ooh, yummy, the
This
food
looks
is here.
yummy.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
That looks amazing.
That looks amazing, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, you can. Thank you.
And this as well. Thank you. So what have we ordered, Mia?
The poppers are my favorite. Whenever I come to La Farada, that's a must for me. That's
love
like my
it.
go-to.
Well, it is Thursday today, so we're fasting.
Fasting,
The
yeah.
prawn pasta is also.
Oh
winner.
yeah, I get the 2.
That
That's
is
my
our
go-to
best.
meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my go-to meal.
And that is cauliflower bites, and this is a chicken Caesar salad without the chicken because it is a fasting day.
Yeah.
So, talking about the Shay, you know, I think everybody knows by now we are a family of girls and we love girls. So, when I was pregnant with Mia, I didn't find out whether you were a boy or girl, and then obviously I was hoping for a girl, and I was ecstatic. And then I fell pregnant with the Shay, and the truth of it is, when I found out it was a boy, I cried because I knew I was just going to have 2 children, and I thought my child's not going to have a sister, and I thought there could be nothing worse in the entire world than a girl not having a sister.
But then luckily it was the Shay, and then it was 5 girls
Yeah,
afterwards. So it went from
exactly.
like
Got a
sister
lot of
overload.
sisters.
Yeah.
And we're lucky that we bring up our girls as if they're all sisters.
We are very communal family.
Yeah.
We are. So, a fun fact: if you actually identical twins and your kids are actual real siblings,
Yeah.
they're like half siblings.
Yeah, they are half
Genetically,
siblings. Yeah.
genetically, you guys are half siblings.
Yeah.
But I have never ever seen siblings get on like Mashka and Tashay, considering they're a girl and a boy. So I had
That
nothing
is
to worry about. I think Mia's favorite person in the world
He's
is
my
Tashay.
brother. Yeah, like without a doubt. Sorry to everyone else, but
We've accepted the fact.
no, honestly speaking, I would never change it. My brother and I think the closest you can get for being like a brother and a sister, not 2 sisters, not 2 brothers. Tashay was stuck to my hip throughout his school career,
Yeah.
like all the time. Tashay actually
And
got
you
along.
shared friends.
Yeah, Tashay would be with my friends. Like, see him at break, I'm like, oh, where's Tashay? Around the corner, he's with the matrix. And I was like, oh, okay. Like,
And it's so funny.
it was so normal.
When Tashay entered high school, so he was in grade 8 and Mashka was in grade 11.
11.
And I said to Previn, I hope these 2 leave each other because I have no doubt Tashay is going to be with Mia. And at lunch break, Mia sends us a photograph and Tashay is with all his friends. So on the plus side, he had a lot of backstops at
Yeah,
school.
no, like no one could even touch Tashay in school. Tashay had backstops throughout. No, but honestly, you don't get closer than what we are.
I'm blessed for that. I think
Yeah.
that is,
Absolutely.
that is the biggest blessing in your house. If your kids like are really best friends.
Yeah.
So, Mia, now that you are a whole 21 and a
whole
whole
21.
adult, growing up, we had very different ways of parenting.
Yeah.
But a lot of similarities at the same time.
Yeah.
What would you advise, or what do you think in the type of way we parented that you appreciated, and what did you not appreciate?
Oh, such a hard question.
What would you have liked us to do differently? It's okay now. We
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
no hard feelings.
We had enough with who you turned into
Yeah,
that
we
we
did
would
a
not
great
take
job.
it badly.
Yeah.
No, honestly speaking, I feel like there isn't anything that I would change. I feel like you go through each stage, and this is how you like to be the person you are today. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you change something, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Also, our family is the most communal family you've ever met in your life. If something's going on in one house, the 15 of us know what's going on. There's
And we
like
also
no
do
secrets.
live like a few Ks from each
Yeah,
other as well.
we all are very close together, and I think also that's so important because everyone grew up so close. Even like all the kids, even Varsha's younger ones,
Yes.
everyone is so close, so connected, and I feel like regardless, someone has a person. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
yes.
everyone is so close. There's always going to be a person that you can go to for whatever advice that you may need, whether it's, for example, makeup, you go to mom. If it's something to do with school, whatever, you know who you're going to.
Yeah.
I feel that was like the biggest blessing
Yes.
growing up.
So in primary school, all 5 of our kids, that's Mia, Shay, Dashir, Dania, and Daika, were not allowed screen time. So no TV and no iPads Monday to Friday.
Can you believe that?
I honestly can't even remember that.
And
like,
we
what
said
were we
if you're
doing?
bored, go
You
and
were
play
playing
outside.
We are two OTs. We advocate go outside and play.
Would you do the same with your kids?
Yeah, I would try to minimize screen time.
Yeah.
At all costs, because I feel like once you are on that iPad, it's like to get off it is so difficult. But there will be a time and place for that iPad. If I want to like have 5 minutes to myself, my child
Of
getting the
course.
iPad so fast. Like
As long as they're
yeah.
coming to grandma, give them
Oh
the
no,
iPad.
that's my other thing.
No.
I'm
Give them
dropping
the
off
iPad.
straight.
Yeah, exactly. Please
Straight
drop
by
your kids
Resh
off at
Losh.
our house with the
Yeah.
iPads.
With their iPads, because
Yeah.
we are doing screen time with our grandchildren.
Yes. So, talking about social media and phones and all of that, right? We were also quite fussy about what age you were when you got social media. And every bit of your social media had to go through us.
Yeah.
And we all follow every account. There's no spam account, burner account, anything like that, right?
happening.
How did you navigate social media? Because you are of the age where social media was just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also with social media, it's so different now than what it was. Also, when I had social media, I think I got it for the first time in grade 7.
You're 30.
Yeah, like got Instagram at grade 7. And if I go back now, like, I want to cringe and die. Like, what were you posting in grade 7? But I feel
in
like we
all
don't
honesty,
really know.
You asked us before you posted anything.
Yes.
Yeah, I
at
did.
that age.
In all honesty,
You honestly still do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She will send us 2
Identical pictures.
that are identical and,
And
say
ask us
it's
which
not
one?
identical. It's not identical. It's not identical. There's
And
a
then-
slight difference.
No, it's identical.
It's identical. Then she'll ask us what song to put on her story, and we'll give our suggestions, and then she'll say, nah.
So no. So now we actually say
Yeah, now you don't
choose
help
because
me.
you're not
You're
going
not
to
gonna
listen to what
yeah.
we say anyway.
No, but honestly speaking, I've always liked that. I feel like because, especially when you're younger, people criticize you like so much. Like you're
Yes.
so scared of like someone saying something bad or something negative about you. I feel like now it's very different because now I think, especially after the show, you have to learn to be like, okay, people don't care. Like they don't like you, they don't like you. There's nothing you can do about it. But social media at a young age can be so scary because there's a lot of like negatives to it and a lot of like the dark side that people don't see, or like people commenting, it can also really break someone's self-esteem if you aren't a confident enough person, or if you are shy, or someone said something bad about you, that could ruin your day, and that could like the only thing you think about. Do you know what I'm saying?
And also, I think the most important thing is to realize that social media is not real.
Yes.
So if you're thinking, wow, they have a fabulous life,
No.
it very often is not the case,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
can't believe that social media is a fragment
Yes.
of an entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mia, I think everybody looks at you and think you are so fabulously confident. Were you always a confident girl?
I was never. Like, I was the most shy. You couldn't get me to say a speech. Yeah, no, it was like just not gonna happen.
So when we had family functions, and usually it was the triplets or the Shay's birthday, and obviously the big cousin had to say a few speeches, Mia used to actually get anxious because
Yeah,
she
I
knew she
hated
had
it.
to do public speaking.
No,
Imagine.
I hate, and now it's like you can't get me to shut up for like 1 minute.
Totally.
So what do you think helped improve your confidence?
Honestly, dance was like a huge part of my life. I started dance when I was 3 years old, but I really got into it properly at the, like once I reached the prep, so I'd say around like grade 5, and being on stage and like being in that limelight was so out of my comfort zone for me already. Even though it wasn't speaking, but like putting myself out there was like a lot, but it really helped me in terms of my confidence. Um, yeah,
Okay, can I just give a clap to the mom, because I spent a lot of hours in that
No,
dance
you
room,
did,
picking
you did,
up,
you
dropping
did,
up.
you did,
So
you did.
Mashka didn't
Totally.
just do dance; she did ballet, jazz, hip hop, modern.
Yeah, I
Contemporary.
did like African
Bharatanatyam.
contemporary. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
everything under the sun. I loved it. It was like my most favorite thing to do.
And she did dance as an extra subject all the way to matric, and she got the Crawford Dance Award.
Yeah, but it was like the best decision for me. I loved every single minute of it. It was like really putting yourself out there, and it also gave like people a way to express themselves without having to speak as
Yeah.
well. So it was honestly the best thing I've done. Like my whole school career, like my favorite part was doing dance. I wish I carried it on.
And an important part about dance is that you always had to have a full face of makeup when you danced, right?
Yeah.
And as you know, we are a family that loves makeup.
Up our alley.
And Mia very often gets asked, does mom do your makeup? Does mom do your makeup?
No, she doesn't, guys.
So, fun fact, because Mia was always in the dance room, Mia and I would go early backstage and we'll help all the girls with eyeliner. So Mia was in primary school and she was doing eyeliner for all the girls.
All
because
the
other
wings,
moms
yeah.
couldn't do the wings.
I'm like the proper like mom of the friend group.
Yes,
like I'm
yeah.
the one who
She
like
is.
make sure everyone's fine. Did you eat? Like is everyone okay? Whatever
Yeah.
the case is. I was there with my little
Yeah.
little eyeliner doing everyone's
she
wing,
was.
making sure everyone's makeup was perfect. That was
And that's where Made You Look actually stemmed from.
Yeah.
It was just Mia and I always helping everybody else with makeup.
So Mia is a natural as makeup as well. I think it's genetic.
no, I think it is genetic. It's good genes. It's good genes. It's good genes.
Okay, so one of the other questions was like, how was it being on the show and having your entire life as a young adult being shown on screen?
Honestly, firstly, let's start by saying I don't think like I understood that the show would be as big as it was.
That is true.
And I think it's very, our shooting was a different experience to the
Yeah.
airing.
Yeah,
Right?
it was
That's
completely
what
So we
different.
shot the entire season and we had an impression that it was going to be this way. It was fine.
We got
did
on
it.
with everybody. We had fun. We stayed extra hours behind the camera because everybody got on with everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had no drama
Yes.
in the shooting phase.
Yes.
Yeah, until
The airing phase was something
yeah,
else.
it was something
completely.
else. I feel like even up until the shooting, it only actually hit me when they came the first day with those buckies of equipment and people, and I got the shock of my life. I was like, what did we actually sign up for?
So there was like 40 camera bed in the house.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was like full on, and I was like in shock and horror. I was like, oh my god. But honestly, the show was such a great experience.
It was.
It is a lot. It did teach me to have very thick skin because people
I
can be
feel the fact
nasty.
that it taught us to have
Right.
thick skin.
Yeah.
Is such a
Especially
one
you
of
two,
the best things
because-
that came out of the show because we were very much people pleasers
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
people thought about us mattered a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now you think that the people that matter are the ones whose opinion matters to you,
Absolutely.
not everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that we did teach our girls and boy to have thicker skin because we tried not to make them a replica of us.
Yes.
Plus, like in our case, Mia's dad is Prevan Naidu and he is EQ, street
Yeah.
smart all the way. So you have one parent that is completely book smart and then another parent that is street smart, and that is actually a great combination. So I feel like Miyashka and Tashay have a nice balance
Yes.
of a little bit more strength and,
Yeah.
and they're not as people pleasers and as with you and I.
Yes.
Yeah.
agreed.
No, I feel like, especially from the show, again, like, people will say what they want to say. People, not everyone's going to like you. And it's something that you have to learn to be okay with
Yes.
because you're not everyone's cup of tea and that's okay. Like, that's
Yeah.
completely fine. You don't have to please everyone.
Yeah.
You just stay in your own lane and
Yeah.
keep it moving. And yeah, that's it. I feel like that's the biggest thing that I've learned. But also, that's like a lesson for life in
Yeah.
general.
Yes.
It's
And if
not
you
just
learn it
about the
young,
show. Yeah.
You guys actually are so lucky to have learned that
Yeah.
lesson.
Like someone said something mean to you, just block
Yeah.
and delete and,
And
keep
it's
it
so
moving.
funny how our kids handle it, right? Because Dania doesn't read comments, as you know, and then Tashay will say like, "Don't let it stress you out." And then we would get a little bit worked out for a minute.
We would.
And then we'll drop it. And Dashia will like, don't say anything.
Yes.
So everybody, and Jaika will say, don't say anything. So everybody has like
Yeah.
their own take.
Yeah,
on how
on the
to handle it.
situation, yeah.
But I think that looking at social media and people's perception of you, with the show and social media, we get surprised at people's reactions to us.
That
right?
was like the biggest thing for me after the show. I feel like also, let's remember that the show was being filmed the entire day, and
Yeah.
you see 5 minutes, if
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
a certain scene,
Out of
right?
12 hours of shooting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see like the smallest snippet, and also it is edited in a way that like I could say, "You're looking so stunning, but I like, don't like your watch," or
Yeah.
something, and it just says, "Losh's watch is horrible." Like, do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
yeah,
it is like
the context is removed
yeah,
from
context
the
is
scene.
often removed. But again, like how you see a snippet of what's actually been going on, it's the same with Instagram and social
Yeah.
media. Like, personally on my page, like you can look at it and think, "Oh my God, fabulous life," whatever. But I'm allowing you to see that portion of
Yeah.
my life.
Because she's got a homeless
Yeah.
look, guys.
I have a home look. It's bad. You'd never see that side
It's
posted on
not
social
bad
media.
at all, but
Yeah,
she does
yeah.
have a homeless look.
No, but I'm saying like everyone puts their best part of
course,
themselves
yes,
out there. Like no
yes.
one's gonna showcase when they're feeling down or whatever. Some people do, and that's like completely
Right,
up to
yeah.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like personally, also I don't want it to be like anything like negative
Yes.
on my page, so I don't showcase that. So when you go onto my social media, you're gonna be like, "Oh, she's like has this life and like this," but often people see that and they have like a perception of you already made up in their minds,
Yes.
and then they meet you and they're like, "Okay, she's actually like a normal like human being like everyone else."
No, it's the, oh, you're so nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the, "Oh, you're so nice."
Because
oh, I didn't
there's
expect
something
you
is
that you're
yeah,
not,
that you're
yeah.
not.
There's something
Yeah.
that you're not, and I think people can often think that maybe like you're a bit stuck up or you had this way or that way.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, I'm allowing you to see what I want you to see. You're not seeing my
Yes.
whole life. You're not seeing when we are working it out. Like, you're not seeing the actual
Yeah.
nitty gritty of what's going
So
on.
I think that was one of the main reasons why Mom and I wanted to start the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because in a show that is controlled by somebody else, you really don't showcase your own personality
Yeah.
in any true form, right? Everybody is misrepresented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't have control of the narrative
Yes.
there. So it's always nice to be given a platform to speak and for people to see who you really
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people now associate with the fact that you got a car for your 18. And that was obviously what the narrators of the show also wanted to add in episode
A little
1.
bit of spice, yeah.
How has it been for you?
It's been 3 years now, so
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's
It's old
so
news.
long. It's old news. No, but honestly, getting the car, firstly, I didn't ask for the car.
Yes.
Just set the record straight.
In fact, we said to Mia that, listen, you know what? You still in matric. You're only going to need a car to go to campus at the end of the year. So let's see what we're going to do. So
And
she,
I was
she
like,
had no
wow, the
idea.
complete
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
And I didn't
And we
ask-
didn't tell anybody. We didn't
No,
tell
it
my
was-
mom. We didn't
yeah.
tell. We didn't
It was
tell
a surprise to all of
anybody.
us. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't ask for it, I didn't expect it, whatever. And I was like, so it didn't bother me, it didn't faze me at all. Up until when I got it, and if you saw the video, I was a wreck in tears, like complete meltdown, because it was like a car, but like a Porsche. I was like,
Yes.
disaster.
Grateful.
Yeah, I was so grateful. It was like a whole meltdown moment. But with getting the car, it also like taught me so much. Like I realized how people around me changed,
Yes.
and they changed so quickly. Like the minute the car came in the picture, it was like different people.
Yeah.
And I feel like that also, again, was a life lesson.
Yes.
Because not everyone is going to be happy for you.
Yes.
People had a lot of people had things to say and were like, "Oh, did you see this?" Like we're also like
they
kinda
said it in a
instigate.
negative way.
Yeah, it was
I
all
mean, even
said.
on the show, it was meant to be portrayed as a negative.
Yeah.
That you bought your
And
child a
that
car.
was so
for-
surprising to me because I'm saying that if anybody could buy the child a car, a smart car, whatever car it may be, it can be any car. It's something you obviously have to work to and save towards and make sacrifices
Of course.
because that doesn't come easy.
No.
I never in my naivety at the time, never expected
The backlash that came with
I
it.
really didn't.
Yeah.
No, but again, like everything I see as a life lesson, it just shows you who your true
Yeah.
friends are
Yeah.
and who's not really your true friend, and that's okay.
Can I just tell you? So the triplets are turning 18, and the Shay is turning 18 in July, and the triplets in November. So nothing. We got 21, 18, 18
Yeah, when we do something,
Yeah,
we
we
do it
do
well
good, yeah.
because my
So
goodness,
here
this
I
year.
am now looking to see how can we get 3 Porsches. The triplets and I, the Porsches can be 1978 models.
Yeah.
We trying. No, we trying. No, but honestly, and again, it comes down to like if you're like, I'm like really blessed to have mom and dad because again, I wasn't expecting whatever, but also they worked hard like to do that. That's something that I know like mom and dad said they want to do for themselves rather than for me.
Yeah, so Previn and I, when we had the conversation about buying Mashka a car and stuff, and I'd love to have Previn on the podcast. I always say to Dad, it would be
Yeah.
so lovely. My husband was really poor when he started off, and like he has grown so much without the benefits of having the greatest education. So we are so proud of how well he's done, and buying his child a car, he didn't sleep the whole week because every night he said to me, Resh, I can't believe I can buy my child this car, because it was a measure of him being successful. If you see the journey, you take out the judging. That is what parenting is, right? You would eat butter bread to give your child mutton curry. That's just how we do it.
Yes.
And for us, it was such an accomplishment for Previn and I, and that's why we say we bought it for us. It was a present for Mashka, but it was an attribute to how well he eventually did in life with every odd
Against
stat
him.
against him.
I think that's what also made me like really emotional because not everyone knows like how dad started and like how far he's come, but like to know his whole story and to know what a hard life he did have, and for him to be able like to continuously like push through and like be able to even like buy me the car or even buy himself that car is like insane to me. So I think that's why it comes down to like me getting like emotional and being like, oh my god, it's just like I really am just so grateful.
Yeah. And I have to say, one of the other questions was like, how do you manage to still stay grounded? I mean, you help in the baking pan. When we own People's Park, you were literally working.
It was such a joke. If you know, I like, firstly, in People's Park, I was in the kitchen,
She was.
which is such a joke to even say, like slaving it away. Like,
She really
full
was.
on in the kitchen, even at the shop. But honestly, I love it. I always say, like, I'm the type where I can, like, I'm like a hard worker. The Shay says, like, work smart, I can, like, work hard.
Yeah,
like,
yes, you
you
can,
know me.
yeah. Not in the kitchen.
Yeah.
In the kitchen sometimes.
getting-
Yeah, I was
getting
getting there.
better.
Yeah.
No, in the shop kitchen.
In the shop
not
kitchen.
in the house
No,
kitchen.
not in the
That
house
just
kitchen.
That's what I'm
clarifies.
saying.
Yeah.
At
No,
home,
no,
she's
no.
too lazy to pour herself something
No,
or
no,
make
no,
herself
no.
a cup of tea.
No.
But in the shop,
In the shop,
she can.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
unstoppable. Yeah,
She
in the
is.
shop, I'm unstoppable.
When you have chefs to tell what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, when I'm like a
And she's
big
quite
boss.
bossy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I am. But the work has to get done, guys. The
Yeah,
work has
we
to
call
get
it
done.
leadership.
Yeah, good leadership.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but honestly, even like working in the shop and everything, I love it. Again,
Yeah.
I think it's because I learned from dad. I've seen dad do it, whatever the case is, and I don't know, something about that environment.
But do you know what I think why you're successful, and to some degree to share as well? You have the ability to make people feel seen. And
Yeah.
from the time Mia was a very young girl, she knew everybody's, we've got a huge staff at the shop, she knew everybody's name. So when she walks in the shop, and it can be fleeting, but she could have campus exams in between. She knows everybody, and everybody just loves her. So sometimes she can be so bossy that I can say, Mia, you're being a bit harsh, but they love her, so they don't mind it because she connects so well with
Yeah,
people.
the thing is, with that, I think I also learned from dad, but like, we wouldn't be where we are, especially dad, like if it wasn't for our staff.
Yeah, I agree.
They
Yes.
run our business, and
Yes.
honestly, the baking pan staff is impeccable. Like I've never
gonna
met.
watch this on
They're gonna
repeat.
watch it on repeat. They're gonna watch it on repeat. I know them, but no, honestly, our staff is something else, and they make your business. Like,
Yeah.
they are there
But I think
24/7
that
helping
is a
you.
great employer attitude
Yeah.
to learn.
I feel like you have to have that bond with your employee so they also, you guys connect and they understand you and you understand them.
Yes. Yes.
And then the wheels are going to start working. Because if you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, it's never going to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mia, when you can have the big man to take over, and you had to choose a career. Can
Yeah.
you tell us what you're studying and why you chose it? How did you go about choosing that as a career, as opposed to just taking over the baking pan?
So,
Maybe you
firstly,
let's
when
talk
I
about what you
started,
studied.
in grade 9, I was set on doing OT. You couldn't change
She
my
was.
mind.
Totally.
I was set. I did the bio, I did the physics,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
the accounting even. I was like, I'm doing this and no one could change my mind.
Yes.
Up until matric.
Yeah.
And then I found digital marketing as another option. And it was like fairly new at this point. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't get anything
It was
about
a full
it.
BCom with
Yeah, it was
digital
a full
marketing
BCom.
specialization.
Yeah, and it was the first time I heard about it, and I was like, okay, let's do some like research. I had everyone. My grandfather, shame,
Yeah.
bless him, he spent hours
Yes, he
googling, searching, sending me something, saying, look at this, try to do this, whatever the case was.
Found people that did the degree and
Yeah.
got you to chat to them.
Got people to phone me and say, this is what I'm doing. This is where like I am now in life. Like,
This is the earning potential.
yeah, it was so overwhelming at the time because I was in matric and I was so set. Like, my mind was so
yes.
made up. You couldn't convince me otherwise. And then matric ended, and then it came with the two options of going into healthcare or BCom digital marketing, and I was like stuck for days
Yeah.
because it was like mom or dad. Like, this is like
that's what it was
this was the
actually.
two options. It was like literally mom or dad, and I was like, what am I going to do?
chose dad.
Yeah, I chose dad. But honestly, I think it was the best decision for me,
Yeah.
especially with my personality.
I think so.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to reach my full potential if I was doing occupational therapy. I love it, and I've always loved it. But I feel like it would be too restricting
Yeah.
for the person that I am.
think your big personality
Yeah.
would get lost.
Yeah, I also think so. So now I am following behind in dad's footsteps. Obviously, marketing is like a small percentage of like baking pan as a whole.
Yes.
But Miyashka was literally born for the camera. So the first 3 years of Mia's life, now Uncle Naveen and I, our entire camera roll was pictures of Mia. Pictures and videos and pictures and videos. And wherever we had the opportunity to take her away from her parents,
We
did.
have to insert the video
So-
me
Yes.
clip.
No, Uncle Naveen, honestly, I don't even know. He has every single video of
He
me.
was obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like awful videos, guys. No, like really, really, really bad.
No, but in every video, Mia was like, video me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Uncle Naveen actually called her, video me.
Yeah, so that's the line
yeah,
in the
yeah.
family for
Yes,
me. Yeah, that's what they
So
call me.
her being in front of the camera is something that was always natural,
Yeah.
and a natural progression, and it's also now evolved into modeling. So a lot of people have been
Yeah.
asking, how did you get into modeling, and can you give some advice about it?
Honestly, the modeling was just something that I was doing for myself. I started doing it with David Weeks, who is our photographer, and we love him. But he taught me so much and gave me so many tips on like
Yeah,
the
he's
small
amazing.
things to change when doing a pose or things like that. And we just kept on doing like photo shoot after photo shoot. It was more for like my birthdays, and we'd do like a photo shoot with like 5 different outfits, and it'd be like
Yes.
insane. But it, like the madness was something that I loved, and I used one of Mom's dresses, one of Catherine Kishka's dresses, and she saw it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I have to get you to come and model my new line." And I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Catherine Kish.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. So went there, it was like full hair makeup team, full like a rack full of clothes, and I was like, oh my God, because I'm not used to doing it on like this level.
Yes.
But yeah, after that she was like, she really helped me, and she helped me put myself out there a bit more.
Miyashka and Catherine are soulmates. Like, if you ever see anybody
No, we have an
magnets attracted
understanding.
to
Yeah,
each other.
that is
the two
us.
of them,
Yeah,
yes.
no, but she's honestly like such an inspiration as well. She was so helpful and always gave me like the best advice when it came to modeling. My advice to anyone that wants to get into it is just post and tag whoever you want to. I don't go through an agency. I freelance majority of the time, and I think that just works best for me.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
not for everyone, but you can go through agencies. There are amazing agencies that are out there, and yeah, just put yourself out there. Take the picture, post the picture, tag the people.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that's what it is.
yeah, I think also like it happened differently for everyone, but eventually you will get seen by the right people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mia, one of the things we were discussing, and it's something that Mum and I learned in recent years, is that as you are becoming a little bit more well known and popular and in the social media space, you realize that your outer circle gets bigger, no doubt,
Yeah.
but your inner circle gets smaller.
Yeah, 100%.
And friendships going from school to uni obviously change, and we just want to know, how do you navigate friendships? Has there been a change from school to uni? And how do people of your age find friends?
Honestly, the change between friendship is something I feel like people don't often speak about, especially like in your 20s. It's so hard to find people that like genuinely support you and people who want the best for you. Um, no doubt your circle definitely gets smaller as you get older.
Yep.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
I see it as a blessing, honestly speaking. In school, we went from having like this huge group of friends, and it was like this huge group. Everyone knew everyone's business and whatever. Now it's like me and like so many people around me. I wouldn't change it at all
Yeah.
because I know the friends that I have now, I am truly like so grateful for, and those are the friends that also want to push you further in life, want the best for you, want to see you successful. And the friends that have your back,
Yeah.
no matter what. I feel like Kiara and I always say this, and we say like it's so important to surround yourself with people that fill your cup.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Kiara taught me that. She was like, no, you know what? People need to fill your cup, and that's a saying that
I
now
love that.
Yes.
we always say. It's about surrounding yourself with people who fill your cup, make you feel
Yeah.
good, want to see you doing good, and it's honestly such a difference. And you'll realize when you start surrounding yourself with people like that, your circle gets much smaller.
I think that one way of really judging friendships are the people that are there for you when you're shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're struggling, friendships are so easy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Everybody is there for you and
Yeah.
everybody is happy
Yeah.
to support
Yeah.
you. It's when you are truly shining, you notice that the applause gets less,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Instead of vice versa.
And I do think that you are a combination of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So, like, often if Prev and I saw a friend that we had red flags about, we often said, Mia, we don't like you joining that group, you know? And I
Yes.
think, like, it is how you are perceived, right?
Yeah.
So, if your group is a party group, you know, out at the clubs, you were never that, but I'm saying you're going to get perceived as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And also, as you get older, there has been the aspect of alcohol coming into socialization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And Uncle Naveen and I don't drink, Mom and Dad don't drink.
Yeah.
So we're not a house that needs alcohol to socialize.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, let's just say it like this. It's become the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has become the norm, alcohol and drugs, if we're being completely honest. It's so normalized, it's actually scary, and it's like something that's happening right in front of you that you'll never know. Like,
Yes.
only certain people who are doing it know,
Yes.
but like you that aren't doing it,
You have no
you
idea.
have no idea what's going on around you. And I feel like it's also something so important that you have to actually be aware of.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get blindsided or get bluffed or fooled by people who are doing this. So I feel like, again, it comes down to surrounding yourself with people that you're proud to be around.
Absolutely.
I'd word it like that.
Yes.
People who, like all my friends now, I can say, come home, and if you feel fine with your friends coming to socialize with your family and come for dinner with your family, that's your group of friends.
Absolutely.
I feel
I
like
love
if
that.
you are hesitant to be like, oh my God, now, what is this person going to say, or whatever the case
Yes.
is, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Leave it as that
Yes.
and move past it.
Yes.
But yeah, as you get older, friendships become so much harder.
Yeah.
And you don't drink, right?
Yeah.
So how do you manage to navigate the peer pressure of everybody around you? Because most people do.
I
and that's
feel like
fine. So how did you manage to say that this is not for me and just stay in your own skin about that?
I feel like when you're with the right people, it's not an issue at all.
Yeah,
Do you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
My group of friends, now if they want to go eat Indian food and like for one, like as their outing,
Yeah.
everyone is fine to do that.
Yes.
Like I feel like it depends again, like with people's morals and values. Like
Yes.
if that's the type that you are joining, people who want to constantly like go out, get drunk, come home late, like if it doesn't align with you,
Leave it out.
leave it out
Yeah.
completely.
Yes.
I feel
Yeah.
like, and you'll see it as you get older, and not everyone is the same.
Is there pressure to have alcohol and drugs when you go out with groups?
I've never
and,
had it.
And not smaller groups. I'm saying like if there
Yes.
is a big vibe going on. Do you think 20-year-olds are pressurized?
I would say to a certain extent, maybe. I've never had that personally, where someone is
Yeah.
like,
But you're a strong
have it now,
personality.
like have it
Yes.
now.
I mean, I've just seen the videos of the gas motor show right
Yeah.
now, right? And it's all over
Oh my
social
God.
media, right?
How the
And I
cool is
know
great for that.
a lot of people were saying gas and, and I thought it was a car show.
Yeah.
But the videos that I'm seeing
No,
is
it's-
literally
yeah.
a little rave going
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And a lot of the kids were looking like they were intoxicated and
Yeah.
all of that. So, like, as a mom, when I'm looking at those videos, it actually concerned me because none of my kids were even interested in going. But if your child was interested in going because it's about cars,
Yeah.
cars seem to be the least bit of.
No, so it is a car show with the after
Yeah,
party.
the
And
after
I think
party is what gets
it's
people
great
going.
for Durban, it's great for tourism, it's great for what it brings for the economy
Yes.
at the time. But again, you got to make the decision: are you going safely? Who are you going with? You know what I'm saying? Durban needs events.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm saying I'm all for the events. And you
Yes.
know what? It always ends, there's an after party, they have fantastic DJs. But
Yes.
again, the problem comes with how much can you handle? Who's the group you're hanging around with? What is the experience you want to take off that?
Yes.
I love dancing. So like, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to be my favorite DJ, I'm going to say like, me and I will not leave the dance
Yeah.
floor.
Yes.
But in saying that, we also watch the crowds, we go along with the
Yes.
groups and all of that. So everything, we're just taking the good from it, not the bad.
Yeah.
I also think social media's representation of that was so sensationalized. So
Yes.
I think you just have to,
Yeah.
you have to have
Take it
been
with a
there
pinch
to
of
know.
salt,
Yeah.
yes.
I feel like also, you were saying about peer pressure and you saying like people being intoxicated and whatever the case was. I feel like even in school people did that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I'm
I
saying
feel
we
like now I
have
feel like
that.
everyone also, maybe against people that I'm surrounding myself with, but people have passed that stage.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
like I'm saying, I
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah.
okay, whoever
The
went out
experimenting part is over.
is over,
Yeah.
and now everyone genuinely,
Is focused on building
yeah,
careers
it's focused
rather.
on building careers. I feel like it's the best place to be in now, where you're
Yes.
not in that position where I feel like maybe it's still like the matriculants are still like, now
Yes,
experimenting
yeah.
and whatever the case is. Now, like, I feel
Yeah.
like people have been there, done it.
Yes.
And again, as Losh and I say, we are different in our parenting. We do what works for our family. Every child has a parent that has different rules for them. So
Yes.
a lot of the kids are having some alcohol with full knowledge of their parents.
Yes.
So, that they do in the confinements of their rules and
Yes.
how they want to run their families is not something we would necessarily do. But I'm saying, I think that's where the difference is. You're always going to have different people in
Yeah.
society, and
Yes.
there's no right and wrong.
No, there's
It's
no
what
right or wrong.
works for
It's
different
the,
people.
the
It's-
knowing
it's-
your limits.
It's knowing your limits at 18, because at matric, when you're 17 and 18, it's very hard to say, I'm going to stick with one glass of something.
Yes. And it's not what the calorie is.
Well, that's our reason, right? It's not
No,
what
it's
the
not what.
calories.
I'd rather have a chocolate cake.
Yeah. Talking about calories. So, as everybody knows, Resh and I are really into fitness.
Yes.
Mia has not gotten up once to do a 5K with us, to join us at gym, until recently, where she is actually better than us.
So let's just go back. So remember me as a dancer, right? Dancing is very physical and it takes a lot. So she's never had to worry about anything. And then after matric, so it's the third year out of matric, she's third year campus, there was no activity. It was inactivity actually.
It went from being at dance,
To zero activity.
yeah, I remember we danced like almost,
6 hours a day.
yeah, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Like absolutely nothing. It was like depressing, honestly.
Yeah. So you want to talk about your gym journey? Like, how did you get going?
Because you saw your mom and your aunt and you're like, wow, what be
Oh
that
no, honestly speaking, and to keep it real, at the beginning of the year, I think I was in a very, like, I would say like a very dark place, and there was just like a lot going on for me personally, and the gym was a way for me to kind of like escape, and it was so good for my mental health. That was why I actually started
Absolutely.
going to gym,
Yeah.
was to like distract myself, get the endorphins in, and like switch off from everything around
Who
me.
took you to gym?
Okay, it was my mom. She
Really?
was like, get up and get moving.
And she was horrified.
I was, I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
was.
I think the option would have been at that time a week in bed
yeah,
or get up.
yeah. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let myself go into like this ball of like
Slump.
depression and the slump. So I got up, I went to gym, and the first day I was like, I was dreading going there, but once I was there and once I started training, I was like, I felt so much better afterwards.
She struggled with her 2 kilos and 2
I
kilo
was,
weights.
oh my god, I couldn't even use a 2 kilo. Like,
Yeah.
let me just
Yeah.
be
It's
so
bad.
serious.
Yeah.
I couldn't even lift the 2 kg up, and I was like, yo, this is like an arm workout in itself. It was
Yeah.
so bad. But afterwards, I was shocked at how much better I actually felt from the endorphins, and I have not stopped going since.
No,
Daily.
she
I
is the
nag
bane
them.
of our existence.
Yeah.
Because
Even if you
now
want to
she
skip now.
nags.
Yeah, there's no skipping now with me.
But we have to give a shout out to Talish.
Oh yeah,
Talish has been amazing. That's our
Talish-
trainer.
Yeah,
So
I
we
also miss
train
my
at
life.
Virgin Active Lalusha, and Talish is our trainer, and he literally is responsible for
Yeah,
Mia's
no, he is. I give
transformation.
him full credit
Yeah,
for it
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
And he pushes the boundaries to the max,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
so
he does.
Now when you're doing weights, Mia, from your 2 kilos, what are you doing?
From my 2 kilos now, I can pick up 60, which is like shocking to me because
Very good.
if you saw
Go,
me
girl.
the first day at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
I was actually laughable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is only in 6 months, right?
Yeah,
it's
in
only
6
in
months.
6
Yeah.
months that
Yeah.
this transformation has happened. So
No.
You're building a little booty there too.
It's so funny because after at the event, everyone was like, "Oh my god, you're looking so." I was like, "Guys, what are you trying to imply? Like, how did I look before this?"
You're a skinny rat.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
so
but
it's-
honestly, like, but also, I feel like people my age, everyone should just start going to the
Yeah.
gym.
yes, agreed.
It is the
And our
best-
age, in all
yeah.
honesty.
No, honestly, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I feel like young people don't really.
Because also
Started-
they are blessed with their bodies,
Yeah.
right? Everybody is skinny,
Yes.
everybody is cute, so
So I feel like everyone waits for like that reason, like a physical reason to go
Yeah.
to gym,
Yeah, but for your
rather
mental
than
health, it's
for your
amazing.
mental health and everything like that. I think it's the best thing that you could do.
well, you're a gym girly now.
Yeah, I'm a gym girl
We
now,
are
guys.
Okay, let's go on to some of the questions people have been asking. Okay, so here's one that happens to come across about 3 or 4 times. Okay, somebody wants to know her relationship status, opinion on dating now. Our friend Sandesh says, when is she bringing a boy to meet her dad?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so dating. That's the
Yes, is she dating?
what question is she dating? The question is she single or not single? That's the question.
Dating and single is the same thing.
That's what they're asking. No, dating. So
Wait,
I
wait,
recently
wait.
discovered.
What do you
that,
mean?
No, if you are going out for supper with somebody, doesn't mean you're dating.
This is where the
If
conversation
you go on
is
a
gonna
date,
go
it doesn't
skew.
mean you date.
If you're going on a date, am I right, Mia?
Feeling so stressed to answer
What is the definition? Okay, let me ask this question.
What is the
In your
definition?
20s, what is the definition of dating? Because I implied somebody was dating because they were going out regularly with one person, and they said, no, they're not dating.
What do you mean?
Can you,
What do you mean?
Wait,
Mia?
now maybe I'm confused. What do you mean? Like,
So like just say, is it like, if you're going out for supper with somebody, is there like an official, like how
oh, okay,
back
so
in the
you
day,
mean like vibing. Okay.
dating, like what
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
the process?
Oh, I think the guy has to ask you to
To
go,
be a
To go steady.
yes. To she
Go
did-
steady. No, can we just no. How does
it work? At
No.
least she's not saying
Look who's
courting.
even laughing. Let me just say
at least
because
she's not saying
they are
courting.
even shocked that she used the word go steady.
No, but what I'm
No.
saying is, if you're going out for something, steady.
Oh, the age is showing so much.
That's how it goes, right?
Okay, no.
Okay, so if you're
Vibing?
going out for supper with somebody,
Okay, so first I would say it starts with vibing. That's like when you're going out with like one person. You're vibing with like one person, okay?
right.
Then you go to dating when you're like in an actual relationship.
Is there a
I would
question
say,
that needs
How
to
do
be
you go
asked?
from vibing to dating?
Will you be my girlfriend? Will you be
Oh,
my
there is an
Okay,
actual
okay.
question that gets asked.
Right.
Why? Your husband never asked you to be their girlfriend before they married
No,
you.
we started, as soon as we started going out
Yeah.
for our first supper, we were dating.
Yeah, that was it.
The first time we went
We
out,
didn't
then
have
we were
options.
dating.
So
Yes.
confused.
There was no
So,
vibing.
okay,
or
some people don't ask now.
right.
They just
Most
get into a
people
relationship.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a complicated situation because
Yeah.
no,
It's
there
so
is
complicated.
yeah.
I could never date him now. I'll die. In
But imagine how we feeling.
Listen to Mia's stories. I get stressed
Imagine
now.
how we
In my opinion, if you went out for me to supper with me, then we're dating and you're not allowed to go to supper with anybody else
After
unless
one
you
time.
break up with me. Yes.
No.
One
So
time,
just
you
say
know.
like we never also went out for supper like that.
Yeah.
Like we never had the option.
Okay, no.
we were going steady.
Yeah, we were going steady from the first date.
No, okay, wait, it's very different. I feel like people start chatting to like multiple people.
Oh.
This is like so
Okay.
off-putting, but anyways,
Yeah.
most people do that.
So you could be thinking you're the number one, meanwhile you're the number three.
You can be number 5.
Oh.
Or you know, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's it's
I'm
just
the number one kind of guy.
Me too.
But the thing is, like, they don't really owe it to you to tell you that.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, people could not tell you that.
Rude much?
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing, guys.
Yeah.
It's
The
so hard
people-
to chat to one person. How do you chat to
The
more
people
than
are
one?
I'll make a
suffering.
mistake with the name.
I die.
I'll forget what I told one and the other. I'll just do the same conversations. Right to 5.
No, that's
Copy
not-
paste.
Copy paste.
Oh my god. I
Okay,
actually
carry on.
No, so yeah, so it goes vibing, dating, marriage. But I feel like that's like how I see it. I feel like there are things that I'm missing in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you vibing or dating?
I'm single. Can I leave it as I'm single? Can I?
We're looking for a boy for you, Mia.
Yeah, we're trying hard.
you like an
guys.
arranged marriage?
At this rate.
My father
At
always
this
says he's
rate-
going to take her to India to
Yeah,
find a
my
boy in the
dad's
village.
dream is to take me to India
Yeah.
Yeah.
to find me a boy. That's what he's been saying. That's his dream.
And everybody's
And find
always
me,
interested to know dad's opinions on dating.
Oh my god. Firstly,
You are 21 now.
Yeah.
I am
So
21,
it's not-
guys. Yeah. So, dad, when it comes to dating, dad is something else. And I would have never, ever thought in the
Yes.
beginning because he
Yes.
was like, no ways, not happening. Like, don't want to see the boy, don't want to meet the boy. So I was like, okay.
Until he heard about the boy and
Up
then he was
until
like,
it happened. And let me tell you, once
have a problem.
Once dad hears a name, it's game over.
Yeah.
It's game over. Dad will figure out who this boy is, who his parents are. Every single thing you could possibly find,
Every bit of background information.
every single
Yes.
bit of information, dad will have it.
Yes. Yes.
He then will become
Besties.
friends with the parents.
Yes.
Yes.
Then that boy will be at my house every single day, not because of me,
No,
No.
because he loves dad. He loves
because
Prev.
of
Yeah.
prayer.
That's how Prev's role.
That's how prayer rolls.
So the first time Mia ever liked somebody, she came and told me, and I'm like, Mia, you've got to tell dad. Before I'm
Yes.
not allowing. Losh and I always say this.
We don't want
are
the
not the moms that
responsibility.
want to take the responsibility to keep the secrets away from the dad. This is a joint decision. So she says, but I'm so scared. So eventually she told dad. Dad said, who was the
I
boy?
don't even, yeah, dad asks who, and then like dad also goes silent.
Yeah.
And you don't know if
You
it's
don't
like
get
a
a
good
response, you
silent
don't
or
know
if it's
where
a bad
they-
silent.
yeah.
Like you're just like sitting there like confused, and then he's like, okay, and then that's it. Next thing,
Yeah.
parents are coming home.
Yes.
He's coming home. We're going out for dinners. We're going to their house.
We
And I'm
communal
like,
family friends.
it's communal.
With our family.
No, it's so bad. It's communal, family, friends, and I'm there like, what actually is going on? Because we went from going like step by step to going in the lift straight up to the 6th floor. Like there's no, it goes from 0 to 100 so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
And then when you break up with the boy, what happens to
Oh,
that?
then
You're
things.
still besties.
We still it doesn't work because everyone
Yeah.
is still besties.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
That's how it rolls.
that's how it goes. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, but dad is something else also.
Yeah.
Like
He's so funny.
he's so funny, and then he'll be phoning, come over for food. I made this for you. Come pick up. Do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
But that's so sweet, I must
no,
say.
honestly, like
been
that's
really good,
That's
yes.
the relationship that I obviously want, like my partner, my dad to have.
Yes.
When I'm certain of the partner.
Dad's gonna have that relationship with all the partners.
That's the
And
thing.
the partner's parents.
And they all feel like they're so special, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no, but it's actually something else.
So
I can't-
anyway, applications are welcome.
Yes.
yeah,
our
send your
arranged
CV.
marriage.
All open for
Send
the
your
arranged
CV.
marriage. Yeah.
We will arrange a vibing session and then possibly it will go to dating.
Oh god.
Okay, skincare routine, full body. She has flawless, even toned skin.
You guys will die when you hear my skincare routine because it is firstly simple and I don't take it further than that whatsoever. So my
Well, you are
go-to
21, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't take
Yeah,
it further
simple
than that.
is-
So I think
is
simple
key.
is the
no
way to
like it's we're not even gonna go into it. My go-to at the moment, especially in winter, is Dewdrop,
which you are the ambassador for.
which I am the face for. So I honestly, I swear by their products.
Yeah.
I love their products. I put everyone I know onto it because it's just so good.
Do you want to tell everybody what's Dewdrop? Because I've used the saffron oil, and guys, it is amazing.
No, it's amazing. So Dewdrop is a skincare brand. It's based on Ayurvedic skincare. So it uses all natural ingredients like turmeric, ashwagandha. It's things that are also saffron, all things that are so good for you and good for your skin. And let me tell you, I've used the products from last year. So I'd say like a year now. And the results are amazing. Tried and tested. I love it. It works, especially in winter.
Yes.
When your skin's really
Well,
dry.
Grandma tried it at my house when I did her makeup the other day, and she
I
absolutely
know she
loved
was
it.
going on
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, no, so it really is so good. And there is more products coming from them. So
Oh,
I'm
are
super
there?
excited. Yeah, there is, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm super excited to try it out, but it is my absolute go-to at the minute.
All right.
I know on mine, a lot of people were asking about your makeup routine. So can you just give us your favorite in each category? Concealer, foundation, blush, mascara.
So
Lipstick.
I'm the person where I will stick to my makeup routine from 5 years ago.
Okay, can we just start by saying I own a whole makeup studio with makeup from here to here, high end, medium end, low end. We
Yeah, I'm not
have
worried.
Literally
everything. But Mia does her makeup in her room upstairs, and she's too lazy to
I
come
could
and-
never go downstairs to get one product. Never.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't take advantage of any of that, so she keeps it simple, which may be great for your people.
Yeah, no, I love it. So my go-to, my everyday foundation at the moment is Maybelline. It is amazing. I love it.
The new
Lumi Matte.
Yeah,
Lumi
the new,
Matte.
yeah, that one. It's my favorite. My
What shade are you?
332.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like we're all the
Beautiful.
same. We all the same shade?
I mix 332 and 140.
Oh, okay. But it's the best. I use it every day now.
And fun fact, Mia was Fenty Soft Skin in 315 all the time.
Yeah.
And this is now a new everyday foundation. It's so much
Yeah,
cheaper.
it is for every day,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah.
Like,
Yes,
there's
it's
no
amazing.
need to be using Fenty
Yeah.
every day. I love my Fenty though. So
Yes.
those are my top two that I use.
Yes.
Contour, you guys will die. It is still, it's going strong. My Makeup Revolution.
Do you still have that?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like,
that's out of stock now.
it's pan deep at the moment, but that's what I use.
Yeah.
The second one I use is Switch. UT.
yeah, Switch has the
Switch
most
has
I love
amazing
it,
contour
yeah.
stick. Yeah.
Blush is MAC.
Guys, please ask her what color she is using in 2025.
I'm using Raisin.
Yeah. Okay, so MAC Raisin was like the first blush they brought out for Indian skin 25 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And when Mia started makeup, she loved the fact that it was a one-step. Razor can go almost like there's a contour and blush. And to this day, she still uses it.
Yeah, I love it. I'd never change.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my go-to. Highlight is also MAC.
Yes.
Eyeshadow is Huda.
Yes.
That little Huda palette that's lasting me. It's still
Yes,
going strong.
Yes. Empowered. You use the
Yeah, empowered palette. It's my favorite. Eyeliner, mascara, Essence.
Essence.
You
100.
can't beat
Love
Essence.
Essence.
You cannot beat Essence. The waterproof mascara from Essence
Yeah.
is
that's-
What color is it?
the blue one, the turquoise blue.
Okay.
It's
Lash Princess Blue.
yeah, Lash Princess is turquoise blue. At the moment in my cupboard, there's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can never throw them away. I love them.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Lip combo.
Lip combo. Lip combo is Maybelline.
Lifter liner.
Yeah, Maybelline liner.
Where did you learn about your Maybelline lifter liner?
So actually,
Rachel's must have.
I was so late to the trend, and
Because you don't believe me, guys. I try products. I don't ever post a negative review. Anything that I post, but I've tried obviously a lot of stuff that don't work. I post stuff that work. And I posted this liner, and 3 months later, Mia comes down, uses my liner, and she's like, oh my god, this is a lovely thing. I'm like, did you not watch my video?
yeah, I'm on my 3rd one now. But yeah, that's my go-to, and it stays the whole day.
It does.
Yes, it
I've
does.
applied this in the morning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it hasn't moved. I haven't reapplied at all. So I love it. And my lip gloss is the Catrice.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's the Catrice one that I'm using at the moment. Which,
It's almost like that butter.
yeah, it's like a butter bomb.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But that is, yeah, and I keep it so simple.
Yeah,
You
you
do.
do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
keep it
yeah,
very
yeah.
simple.
Love it.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I think we have to do a kind of
Get ready with
breakup
me.
of 20s versus 40s.
Yes, that would be
Yeah?
a good
The
one.
sad
Yeah.
thing is my makeup will all be older than your makeup because I don't change.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mia, you are turning 21. What are the plans for your birthday?
You know what? Honestly, the whole year is like party mode for the whole
Yes,
family.
it
It's
is.
like
This is how it's been,
full
right?
on party mode. It's my birthday, the Shay's matric dance, the Shay's birthday, the triplets matric dance,
Yeah, it's a
granddad's
crazy, yeah.
birthday,
Yes.
the triplets birthday. It's just
And
like
the 250s.
and Uncle Naveen and Dad's birthday. It is
Yeah.
just like the whole
Party
family is in
in
party
between
mode.
matric.
Yeah, in between matric, it's chaos. No, but 21, we having a. It was supposed to be a really small birthday. Can
so
we
let's-
just keep that in
can we-
mind?
So Tashay is turning 18 exactly 1 month away. So Mia's 21 on the 23rd of June and Tashay is 18 on the 23rd of July. So this year we said we're going to give it to Tashay. Tashay is going to have the big party and Mia is going to have the small party.
Yeah.
A little party.
So we
Yeah,
said
it was a
50
small.
people.
Yeah, it was 50 people,
And 50
we were.
people remembering that our family is like 20.
Yeah, our family is 20, so it was 30 extra people,
Yeah.
right? It's now sitting at 120.
That's because Prevan has
yeah,
issues. He has
yeah, no,
No, it's not because of that. It's because literally everybody believes that Mashka's first sucker. And Mia's got the ability to get on with children and adults, and my friends think that they're her friends. So this is where the overlap comes across.
yeah. So from that small 50 people, it expanded. So it's a big birthday now.
It's a big birthday.
It's a big birthday now, but
So Monday is the actual birthday that we are having at the IBD Privé.
yes.
Yes.
And then the actual party is on Friday, which is at the Oyster Bar.
Yeah, so it's like a week of celebration.
Absolutely. Yes, we have people coming down from Joburg.
Yeah, we're
We're going
excited.
to have a house full of guests.
Yeah.
So it's going to be party from Monday until then.
And it's such an amazing time because all the exams are over.
Exactly.
Everybody's on chill mode.
I'm writing on Thursday, guys. Just to put it out there, I'm writing.
Well,
so
Daika also.
I'm going to
Daika's
be
still
like
having a big-
half party.
Yes, Daika
No,
is a-
like 75% party, and then will be the 25 will be
But on the
study.
plus side, you're writing law, which you technically already
Yeah,
passed.
so hopefully it's going
And
to
then
be
on
fun.
Saturday is the Shay's matric dance, so we are going to have the best weekend ever.
No, we're going to have so much fun. We can't wait.
So, babe, we just want to say we are honestly so proud of you. I think every parent's dream is to have a child that's reaching for the skies but has their feet firmly on the ground. And we love the fact that you're so grounded but so driven. And we want to wish you all the best. as you go into this new adulthood. Yeah, so we just want to just wish you the best.
And thank you for joining us. We love
Thank
you
you.
lots.
Until the next episode, this was the Double Dose Podcast.